Down, 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 down. Welcome, everybody, here to the Sports Talk Network, to this channel. So specifically, obviously, welcome to the WWE Smackdown live review for September 19th, 2017. This Smackdown live in the books, done, played out, and welcome. And time for me to talk about it, ramble about it, speak upon it. That was this great episode of Smackdown. Or at least I thought it was good. Pretty good. It certainly wasn't terrible. It was better than okay. And it was good. At least for me. And again, those are my options for my live or SmackDown tweets, right? Or my tweets I do after Raw and SmackDown, my Insta polls of what people think. They are up for 24 hours right here. I'm looking at it with my own two little eyes. For my SmackDown Live one, 7 votes already in, 23 hours left for the poll. So welcome to go over there to vote at WWE_podcast. Simple as that, at WWE_podcast. And we're going to vote there. So far, 7 votes, 23 hours left. 14% say great. 43% say good show. 39% say okay. And 14% say terrible for the show of SmackDown Live. That was tonight. SmackDown after what was the Greatest Sin City episode of SmackDown Live, a special episode that was promoted like a pay-per-view. But this SmackDown, at least to me, didn't disappoint. I think it went pretty dang well from start to finish. And let's start with the start. Shane McMahon returning to SmackDown Live, and then Kevin Owens talking about how would you feel if it was you sitting at home and watching your father, him saying, if you were at home watching your father get your ass kicked, I think you get pretty upset yourself. So, no, I am. And talking about the McMahon family always strikes back. There was specific phrasing in that line there that I think he might have botched. Where he says about the McMahon family, how they always fight back even tougher or something like that. Obviously, that wasn't verbatim, but just, got a sense of what he said. But either way, at that moment, I was thinking, he might have messed up there. He's supposed to say something else. Or if not, that was just a very weird sentence. In that sense, I think if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about there. But still, Shane McMahon there, short and sweet, to the point. Build up for the match. Kevin Owens, Shane McMahon at Hell in a Cell a couple weeks from now for the pay-per-view. We got 2 more SmackDowns to go. A couple weeks away from that pay-per-view review or prediction episode. This Thursday, Steve's Wrestling Ramble, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, with a couple great guests, hopefully, and my team members, Kyron Chase and Mark Rambo. We'll be giving our predictions for WWE No Mercy, and then 2 weeks later, we'll be doing the same again. Back on that train after a while of, having SummerSlam and otherwise, being singularity for the months. But then 2 weeks later for early October, then we have Hell in a Cell here for the SmackDown Live exclusive pay-per-view. So Jamie Man opening the show there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Talking about, again, like I said, his response to Kevin Owens taking his father last week and everything like that. So that was great. Then we had Aiden English out there singing, and the Orton interrupts. They have a match. Orton defeats English and Rusev. Rusev crush. Rusev comes out there. It's Orton. Rusev versus Orton. Rusev defeats him. 1-on-1. Good for Rusev. We'll see how that goes. And needs for Rusev moving forward. But I did find funny and actually more entertaining than the match itself and him coming out there on the Orton was Rusev, the backstage interview with Renee Young. That was magnifique. That was great. And hopefully Rusev can get something, because I really was hoping that they would actually continue and start with what they were going to do with Rusev when he first got to SmackDown Live after the brand extension. And you have that going. Hold on, I have a phone call. Sorry about that. My phone is ringing. I didn't want that here live on the air. So you either hear a phone ringing or you hear dead silence. So I went with the silence for a couple of moments there. I apologize. But moving right along, thanks for those that are watching live. Welcome to joining the live chat while we're talking about SmackDown Live. But as I was saying and talking about Rusev on the mic there with Renee Young, that was awesome. And again, I kind of wish that they did have him go for the championship, whether it was the U.S. championship or at that point IC or whatever title, the mid-card title, go for Rusev and actually be that for him. That'd been pretty cool, and that would have made more sense than having him make a big impact on SmackDown Live, because I thought when he moved over from Raw to SmackDown Live that would be a big thing for him and having him maybe even win a championship. Lana was coming over there anyways herself, going to go single, going on her own to actually wrestle, which is cool for her. I know she's been wanting to do that since SummerSlam of the previous year. So for Rusev, should send him to the moon and have him maybe even win the championship. Maybe Rusev, as some people are saying with, rumors. You know how rumors are. It's one person's side, the other person's side, and the actual truth of whatever the rumor or the news story is in anything. Sports, entertainment, politics, in life with people. But either way, in that situation, maybe Rusev was supposed to get the Jinder Mahal push, was supposed to be current WWE champion and given the ball to run with. But it's Jinder Mahal, and I think he's done a pretty good job. I know my friend and co-host over at Talking WWJ, Stephen A. Follow him on Twitter at Stephen A 1181. But and let him know that I give him a shout out here. But either way, hopefully he's still champion when we get to WrestleMania. I'm just saying. Queen M, thank you for being in the live chat. Welcome to like the video as well. What did you think of what Shane said to Owens? And as I brought up here, I thought it was fine. I did think, I don't know if you noticed this, Queen, at that one point where he was talking about the McMahon family and how they retaliate. It seemed like he kind of flubbed there and kind of boxed or could have boxed on the line. Or if that was the line in itself, but that was kind of a weird thing saying when I think he was talking about how the McMahon come back twofold or stronger and more aggressive or however he phrased it in the promo. For a second there, I thought, was he supposed to say those exact words in that phrasing, or did he add liberal botch there? But it just seemed that way to me, again, just how the sentence was formed by Shane McMahon there. But anyways, that little thing. But beyond that, I enjoyed and liked what he said to say. Again, short and sweet for Shane and to the point. But moving right along where I was, WWE Champion Jinder Mahal insulting Shinsuke Nakamura again. I love Jinder. I like Jinder at least. Maybe not love, but like him as the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I still hope he has the title all the way to WrestleMania. We'll see if that happens. Again, some people disagree. That's fine. Again, I respect already whether you strongly agree with me, and that's awesome. Or if you strongly disagree and you think otherwise, that's fine too. Makes for a great and hopefully respectful debate here in the live chat or in the comment section below this or any other video I do that talks to pro wrestling. So I appreciate that. Either way, because at least you're voicing your concerns. You're taking the time to even share your thoughts to me. Again, whether you agree or disagree. But either way, I do have and will continue to enjoy Jinder Mahal's title reign. And again, hopefully I do enjoy it going all the way to WrestleMania 34. We'll certainly see if that be the case. But either way, Jinder Mahal, Mother de Maharaja, and be the champion for as long as he has. And like I said, 3 months or more when he won a Backlash. That's what I kept saying. I kept saying it, regurgitating it here on this channel, on my podcast, Steve's Wrestling Ramble, here on this channel as well. This review is associated with that. 3 months. 3 months. If he at least be champion, 3 months. Get this SummerSlam. Retain it there. Then to me, his title reign would have been incredible, made sense. I wouldn't have been, at least to me, to this guy, Stevie K, just a for India thing, for the India market. And in the end, that might be part of it. Okay, I'm not trying to shy away from that being at all any other reason. I get it. Okay, but for him having the title more than 3 months, to me, as a fan, I think that it truly shows, and in a way shows that WWE did have faith in Jinder Mahal, gave him the push, and had him be that said superstar for it. Saw the hard work he has done since he came back, not just resting on old laurels, and not just being, okay, fine, I'll just be jobber, and I'll just be happy with it, making good money, and technically still being part of a WWE family, and this and that. And again, with WWE, once you're part of the WWE family, you're always part of the WWE family, unless you do something really crazy and stupid. But anyways, but he survived. He's retained. They had him retain in SummerSlam, and he's still champion. Now we're heading into the review here. Heading into the first pay-per-view since SummerSlam, obviously for the SmackDown side. We'll see if he retains. Obviously, we'll see if he retains. I mean, there's no other way to wait that out, right? We're going to wait until Yeah, until that time for that match with Shinsuke Nakamura. But my point being is we will have to wait and see if he will retain there at Hell in a Cell, or if it will go back, or if it will go to Shinsuke Nakamura. But I don't want it to go to Shinsuke Nakamura just because he's popular. Let's go with him because that's the simplest kind of in a way kind of way for WWE to have title change. I want Shinsuke to earn that stuff, not just be given that stuff. So I still say have Jinder Mahal hold it to WrestleMania 34. Maybe some people here watching live or watch my channel at all may want Jinder Mahal to drop the title because either A, they don't enjoy Jinder Mahal, or they're sick of hearing me talking about Jinder Mahal champion to WrestleMania because they disagree, which again is fine. Hey, everybody's opinion is their opinion. And I respect it, for sure. Obviously, I always say that. And I mean it. Trust me, everything and anything I say, whether it's serious or wacky or weird, I mean. So I don't say anything else but how I feel. I don't waste my breath in just saying stuff just to say it. I mean anything I say, again, whether it's serious or not. Anything, but we'll see. Let's go Jinder. Jinder for champ. You know, Natalia talks about in her promo was she's going to be champion forever. Why not have Jinder champion forever, or at least for a very long time, like I said, to WrestleMania? But we'll see. Let me check here in the live chat. Jay Thomas saying I wouldn't be good to chat here or chatting here. It's only 30 minutes of wrestling tonight. LOL. Do I think Paige is going to return to Raw? Yes. And I think it's going to be in 2 months. Could it be sooner? Sure, but I'm thinking 2 months. Not because of not because of the actual lingering injury and that being the case, but trying to get her feet right in NXT, maybe having 1 or 2 matches there, or not, whatever, or at least having dark matches or matches in the training, performance center. They're in Orlando, Florida, something like that. And that way doesn't mean it has to be on TV and NXT, but something like that. And then coming back. So yes, I do see her coming back to Raw. I don't see her becoming champion again. And I do think she'll be leaving, or at least I think she should have been. I think out the door a while ago, but that's just me. Jay Thomas saying, I don't think Paige is coming back, although Paige is my fave. But then again, I thought she was still employed. Or was still employed. That's just. Yeah. Well, hey, we'll see, Jay Thomas. We'll see. But moving right along here on SmackDown, Ty Dillinger attacking Baron Corbin, preventing him from answering the AJ Styles United States Open Challenge. I kind of called this while Baron Corbin was coming to the ring, and no, I didn't say it on Twitter otherwise, so I guess it wasn't actually called. But the point is, I was saying to myself and to the television that Ty Dillinger should come out here and attack Baron Corbin. Like, that should happen. Not because I said so, but I think it would work and make sense here. Remember 2 weeks ago, Baron Corbin came out and attacked Ty Dillinger. I'm sorry, last week. I attacked Ty Dillinger before he was able to answer the call, but then again, he still was, and still answered this challenge, and still had a match. Here, Ty Dillinger attacks Baron Corbin in the ring after the introductions, and they're not able to have the match, and don't have the match. And it was just going off. So that was the difference, and I guess that's because they're holding the match to be at Hell in a Cell. Now, could this match be inside Hell in a Cell? I don't think so. Trust me, I don't want the WWE title match in Hell in a Cell. I don't think it needs it. So maybe this match, where some people are saying anyways, kind of like in Raw, the secondary title being better than the main title on there, at least in their interest levels, maybe then this championship match should be inside Hell in a Cell at the namesake pay-per-view in October. But we'll certainly see when they get there, right? Fatal 4-way match being made to determine who will challenge the SmackDown Live Women's Champion Natalia Hell in a Cell. So that's cool because Charlotte came back and Natty was supposed to have the women thing, and Charlotte giving an update. And as I even said on Twitter, and you're welcome to check that out at WWE_podcast, I was saying there, excuse me, that hey, everybody here, part of that's on. Everybody, shut up, or be quiet. And Charlotte's on television. She's gonna speak. The Queen of WWE speaking, and she's on the television. So kind of went to radio silence on Twitter, at least most of us. during that whole segment, to be quite honest. And they actually, all the people part of my Twitter thread that I talked to, in that I think we have a total of 50 people now, part of that Twitter thread, actually listened or stayed down that and listened a little bit longer than I actually thought they would. But yeah, Charlotte's awesome. She's beautiful. She's great at what she does. She's best in WWE, let alone overall pro wrestling women's division. That to be true. Yes, well, Queen, I'm your queen here, I guess, on YouTube. Charlotte Flair be queen of WWE, that's for sure. Yeah, Jay Thomas asking, can you refresh me on why Lana was at the women's match, or Divas match, as he put it, tonight? Lana's training Tamina to be ravishing, because Tamina can be badass, which was Tamina was trying to teach Lana. Remember back then when the roles were reversed. Now Lana is going to be a manager to Tamina, for Tamina to get to be ravishing and all this other stuff, that side of her, already with her badass kick-ass nature. So Lana's kind of being a manager again, except for Rusev now in the women's division being it for Tamina. That's why Lana's out there as Tamina's manager. Maybe Tamina might at some point win the women's championship. I don't think so, but hey, keep going with Lana. Why not? And that's what Lana's best at, being on the mic for somebody else, being the manager like she was for her now husband, Rusev. Do what works, right? She tried it, the wrestling thing, didn't really work out as she would have wanted, or WWE even, and you just gotta move on. The New Day defeat the Hype Bros as I'm moving on here on the SmackDown Live review. The New Day defeating the Hype Bros, and then backstage we have the Hype Bros and talking about having to do something drastic. Well, either that means the tag team in itself's going to be turning, or one of the others going to be turning on the other, and then we're going to have a one-on-one match between those two, and then when we go from there, then somebody's might be getting a push, which does that mean they're going to win the secondary title of the WWE Championship, because SmackDown Live has the WWE Championship with the Universal Championship, the Universal Championship with Monday Night Raw, and the WWE Championship with SmackDown Live, so maybe one of them wins the WWE Championship. I don't know. We will see. But you know what I really hope? I really hope we have Zack Ryder being the one turning, and have Zack Ryder at some point being the WWE Championship, because why the heck not? We have Jinder Mahal, WWE Champion right now, and he's been doing well. Took that ball and ran with it, as I've been saying before. Again, I'll say it. Jinder Mahal, champion of WrestleMania. But you have Jinder Mahal going one-on-one with Zack Ryder for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. Book it. There you go. I'm calling it right now. I know that's the weirdest, might be stupidest thing I ever said, but I don't care. I'm loving it. I'm even getting hyped for it, thinking about it. WWE Champion Jinder Mahal versus challenger. Wow, I'm hyped, and I'm staying hyped for it. Jinder Mahal champion, Zack Ryder challenger, WrestleMania 34. Aaron Wants. Hopefully, I'll be there live to see it in person. That would be awesome. Anyways, moving right along. Kevin Owens addressing his situation with the McMahon family, talking about being Shane McMahon's fault why he attacked Vince McMahon last week, saying how he had respects Vince McMahon so much, and he was mad of his word when he shook his hand and said that if he was provoked, that he could attack McMahon, and no harm, i.e. fight or otherwise, happening to him. Okay, fine. And as I see here in the live chat, let's see here. Yep, Dolph Ziggler. I'll be talking about Dolph Ziggler. Queen asking, do you think Lana is just terrible in the ring? I thought she was all right. I actually thought she was improving, but then again, what do I know, right? I'm not one of those workers backstage in WWE that actually know what they're looking for in a competitor. But I thought she was doing well. I thought she was improving. But if either Lana didn't think it was going to pan out, or WWE and they decided to put her back as a manager, then they. Jay Thomas here, considering Mahal didn't like where they were taking him, and look, yeah, well, who knows? But like I said, Jay Thomas, we'll be talking about Dolph Ziggler here shortly, because actually right before the main event, Dolph Ziggler had something happening there. But as I was saying about Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon, I'm looking forward to this match, and it being Hell in a Cell makes sense for that feud. But I just kind of would have liked better if Kevin Owens was actually there at the show instead of being via satellite. But I guess he would be, especially when you take the on WWE. But here we go. Dolph Ziggler performing several more entrances, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and D-Generation X. When he did the Triple H's one, I was thinking one of three things. Either A, guess for WrestleMania, Dolph Ziggler. Oh yeah, well, I don't know, maybe. But anyways, there's three things I was thinking when he was doing these Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and D-Generation X. Thinking either A, this is going to lead to him just going to be walking out of the company, and he's not going to be re-signing with WWE, which is still highly possible. His contract coming up here shortly, I believe, either late this year or early next year. His contract with WWE, so that could be one. Two, the fact that Triple H himself or Vince McMahon approving him to do this would maybe show that they might actually be giving Dolph Ziggler a push here shortly, and whether it's recorder or main title, either way, that could be the case. Or third, they could care less anyway what he does. Dolph Ziggler, backstage with, okay, do whatever you want, just be happy you're on TV sort of thing, and we're going to be leaving out the door anyways, we'll let you do this. Just like they let CM Punk with the pipe bomb, right? Someone had to let him do that. But either way, I still think it's going to be that first way. I think Dolph Ziggler is going to be leaving and going to be not to resign, working in the Indies, or focusing on his comedy act. I know he enjoys that and definitely is quite good at it. So maybe that's where he could focus on for a little bit. Come back refreshed, ready to go WWE better, having a better plan of attack for his character, better storylines and otherwise, and being able to move forward with Ziggler at that point. But I, as a fan myself, even watching SmackDown tonight, while I was watching the Ziggler stuff, and I was like, I'm done with it. I've been done with Ziggler for a while, and it's not really connecting to me. And you can do anything and try anything like they are right now, it seems like, with Dolph Ziggler. But to me, at least, this single individual fan, I don't think it'll help redeem his career, and I don't think that he'd really be going anywhere for anyways. So I think it may be best for me and Ziggler to part ways. And Jay Thomas saying here, I was waiting for. Yeah, I know. I was waiting for Shawn Michaels to kick him a little, but again, that's just me. Zack Ryder and Mahal. LOL. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was waiting for one of them. I was actually waiting for at the end there when he was leaving, as he always says. You guys could care less about me, but I care less about you. He always has been any of the last couple of weeks. He turns around to head backstage, and as he turns around to do that, what could have happened is that Triple H come out there, no music, because he already used his theme. Remember, Dolph Ziggler making fun of him doing his entrance, his elaborate entrance, which is less elaborate than Dolph Ziggler's entrance ever was, with the whole hair flip and the booty shake and other stuff Dolph Ziggler does himself. But it's actually a little bit more choreographed than Triple H's ever was. I'm just saying. Oh, by the way, Dolph Ziggler, it's harder to spit that water, especially the way Triple H does there on the apron when he gets to the ring, than you think. Or at least I think so. I don't know. But either way, moving right along here to the main event, Charlotte Flair defeating Becky Lynch, Tamina, and Naomi to become the number one contender and the challenge Natalia for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship at Hell in a Cell, WB Hell in a Cell. So, hey, my girl, my gal pal, Charlotte Flair getting the win. Will she win at the pay-per-view? I would hope so, but I don't know so. We'll have to see. But either way, I'm glad that to be the case. But that's pretty much everything you have there for SmackDown Live, unless people in the chat want to say something else or bring anything else up before we go. I'll be on tomorrow night for my NFL podcast, talking about week 3 predictions and the review of week 2 and all other NFL show or NFL things as well on that show. Then Steve's Wrestling Ramble, Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central, predictions for No Mercy. So I'm looking forward to that. You guys all are welcome to be there. Welcome to like this video. That'd be number 1. Share the video, subscribe, ring the bell, all that other fun stuff that you may want to. And Queen saying, I don't think Charlotte will win. Well, that still might be the case. Maybe they're still holding it off maybe a little bit longer for Charlotte to win the championship. But again, we're going to have Asuka coming to Raw. And as I talked about, Asuka, Charlotte Flair, unification of the title whenever we might end the brand extension, which could be sooner than later. Remember that rumor a couple months ago? So if that's already going to be dissolved quickly and it's going to be happening at WrestleMania, then you have that. But even then, if that's the case, you don't have to have Charlotte win now. You still have months until WrestleMania. But I'm just saying that long-term planning, who knows? Who knows? Just saying. But also just saying, you're welcome to. Yeah, I can't wait for Oscar as well. You can welcome to follow me on Twitter at W_podcast. Welcome to like this video, of course. That helps out this channel, helps out this video specifically, obviously. Let people know about this channel. Let people know about my podcast, Steve's Wrestling Ramble. I also do have another poll on my, because me and polls, I enjoy them. And I mean, polling, not polls. Or anyways, I have one talking about a team. I'm creating a team here on YouTube. Kind of like, I don't know if you guys and gals have heard of Team 10 by Jake Paul, with Jake Paul on the helm. Bringing together YouTubers of what they talk about, what they do together, and to build a brand and go from there. I want to do that here with YouTubers that talk WWE and professional wrestling, and kind of have Sledgehammer TV to be part of it. Daniel Garza, Monty's Corner, Joshua, Micah Emmy Richmond, and others. I'm trying to find a name. So we have The Squad, Steve's World Order, like the NWO, Steve's World Order, Marks Are Us, or The Click. So there's the four. Welcome to go to my Twitter handle and vote there. Might have to scroll a little bit, but you'll find it there soon enough. But that poll, there are 4 votes, 21 hours left in that polling as well, just as much as 23 hours left for the SmackDown Live Insta poll on how you thought of the show. So I'll be like I said, I want to create a group there of YouTubers. We all help each other out. We kind of promote the team in itself, have that on all our channels, and kind of being there for each other, being the new wave here in the wrestling community and YouTube, and being the next generation of awesomeness. So just wanted to share there. Last comment here, I will read from Jay Thomas. Ronda Rousey and WrestleMania as a special guest referee, then wins the belts. Hey, you never know. Anyways, thanks for everybody watching live, and those that will be watching archive. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll be back tomorrow for my NFL show, then Thursday for Steve's Wrestling Ramble, as I do each and every week. But as always, take care.